Welcome to The Briefing, your weekly debrief of top news by the Arizona Republic and azcentral.com. I'm Rafael Carranza, coming to you from Footprint Center. The Phoenix Suns postseason came to an end earlier than most people expected. Our Phoenix Suns insider will break it down a bit, but first, here are the top 3 things that you need to know this week. Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs signed a bill last week to overturn the 1864 abortion law, but the repeal likely won't take effect until about September. That leaves questions about what will happen in Arizona during the roughly 2-month period where the 1864 law will be in effect. Democratic state leaders, including Attorney General Chris Mays, say they will not enforce it. An analysis from the Arizona Republic found that less than 1/3 of the people recorded in Gilbert Goon attacks were arrested. Republic reporters examined 20 videos and found that of the 95 people identified as having participated in the attacks, police have only arrested 29 of them. That includes 4 adults and 3 underage teens charged with fatally beating Preston Lord in Queen Creek. Graduation ceremonies kick off this week at the 3 state universities in Arizona. The school saw clashes between police and pro-Palestinian protesters last week. At least 96 people were arrested at NAU, ASU, and U of A after police cleared pro-Palestinian encampments at all 3 state schools. ASU said they don't plan on making changes to their commencement ceremonies as questions linger over how ongoing protests will impact graduation festivities. The Phoenix Suns postseason run came to an end this past week after getting swept by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here to help breaking us down on what happened is Phoenix Suns reporter Duane Rankin. Duane, that's a question on everyone's mind. What did happen with the Suns?
What didn't happen? Inconsistent turnovers, multiple lineups, 20-plus lineups, injuries, player-coach disconnect. You could go down the list of things that went wrong with this team. You had a big 3 that was supposed to lead a team to a championship in Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal. Booker got hurt early. Beal was out for basically the first half of the season. So then trying to figure that out with a new coach, new staff, and putting all that together to compete in the conference, the result you get is getting swept and being the first team eliminated from the playoffs in the Phoenix Suns. But the reality is that they underperformed. And that's all that people are going to be talking about until they A, do something, or B, until the next season starts.
And so where do they go from here? What does the general manager have to say? What does the team owner have to say about where they're at and where they move from here?
They got to make a decision on Frank Vogel. Are you going to keep him or are you going to let him go? If you let him go, that means you got to do another coaching search. If you keep him, you got to build off of what he did and figure out a roster that better complements his coaching, which is a defensive style. Just got to get on the same page. That's all you heard from James Jones and Matt Ishbia. On the same page, on the same page, on the same page. That has to happen over the summer and into the season. If that doesn't happen, it doesn't matter what moves they make. They're going to be right back here, and we're going to be right back here talking about how they fell short of expectations.
Thank you, Duane.
Thank you.
It was a tough grind with the lack of continuity and health. But we won 49 games, and we were in the playoffs against a really good Minnesota team that just was a better team than us.
There's a lot more news happening with Arizona sports teams. Check out the Republic sports coverage at azcentral.com.
The Arizona Republic. Here for it. Are you?
And for this week's Sunspot, we're introducing you to Arizona's newest sports celebrity. His name is Matt Hilton. He's the bee specialist seen here last week, removing a swarm of bees from the top of the netting behind home plate at Chase Field. The bees delayed the D-backs game against the LA Dodgers. After successfully removing the bees, Hilton threw out the first pitch in the game, which the D-backs went on to win. Hilton now even has a collectible trading card available for sale. Thank you so much for joining us on The Briefing, your weekly debrief of top news by the Arizona Republic and AZ Central. See you next time.